Hey, so bit of a story behind this one. This is just going to be like a one-off thing. I'm not going to play this whole game, probably. Um, so I've been fucking around with like filters for a bit just to see if I can get a convincing not CRT, like a convincing VHS filter going in Vegas, and I landed on one that's pretty. It's a pretty good like middle ground between like presentability on a YouTube video and actually a convincing VHS effect. I feel anyway. So you're seeing it right now. It's only because I was like, I should probably like do a let's play with this filter just for shits and giggles, basically. And I floated that to Shay. She was like, should do Jersey Devil. I'm like, okay. So now we're doing Jersey Devil. A game I'm sure everyone has heard of. Everyone has played the iconic Jersey Devil for the PlayStation console. I love these MIDI trumpets.
Oh, Dennis, how many times have I told you?
But, look what I found.
I wonder how much better this FMV here looks with the filter, considering how, like, kind of fuzzy looking it is on my end.
Not be. Now, let's see. What is this? Oh, look at the little puppy. Gucci. What a cute little devil. It's too bad we're going to have to cut it into teeny weeny little pieces. In the name of science, of course. Ah! You sinful brain! That was my last blade. I hope you understand what this means.
Well, all right. Oh no, not again.
This is very well animated, considering how whatever this game is.
To get blades for my scalpel. Now wait here, little cabbage.
Master, come up here quick.
Yeah, he got flying.
A wave of fear washes out over the city as unidentified terrorists continue to abduct innocent victims. Some witnesses describe these criminals as mutant vegetables. CIA agents claim it could very well be another outburst of collective paranoia, similar to the one in 1957, concerning the now legendary Jersey Devil. Also,
Yeah, I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Spoonco, because I think they only worked on, like, 2 games. But this animation has, like, big vibes of that, to me. Just like with how everyone's shaded. sudden claymation. Or whatever. Alright, Jersey Devil. Oh, that's weird. You can't access the menu with the D-pad while analog's active. Strange, isn't it? I think this is, like, the default is what I'd want. Yeah. Wait, huh? Huh. Okay. Yeah, I played a bit of this before, but I think just to, like, dabble in it, didn't really get too far. Hidden Narf tokens form a golden K. Okay. I didn't have even remotely enough time to read that. Alright. Okay, it's exactly how I'd want it to be. Yeah, this is one of those weird games where, like, you have, like, more than 8 directions with analog, but you don't have the full 360 degrees. So you can kind of see me, like, awkwardly snapping like that. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say I've played this before, but it has been a while. Oh god, I forgot this little quirk of this game, where, like, he just automatically jumps when you, like, get off a ledge or whatever. Yeah, that's real fucking weird. This camera is also just real weird in general. Is there, like, any reason to crouch in this game ever? That feels like a very limiting crouch. I guess to, like, duck out of view or whatever. Or maybe, like, later on you get, like, a ground pound. I don't know. I feel like this jump sound is gonna get annoying really fast. Easy Madness. That's the first level I want to say. Right? Collect the tails for extra lives. Okay. Yeah, I do remember from what I played of it, it seemed like a fairly standard, like, platformer of the era, where it had collectibles kind of just because games of this era kind of had to. I'm gonna turn that down a bit, it's really loud. I do believe it is fairly level by level. Like, fairly linear levels, too. At the very least, the one level I played was linear. Oh boy. Well, linear-ish. I think there's a little bit of, like, side pathing or whatever. But, you know, your objectives are linear. That's what I'm saying, basically. You could really use a center camera button, we'll say. Oh. And that's crazy range on that. Oh, okay. It's a little awkward having, like, triangle be a button you hold, I feel like. Yeah, it's just me though. I don't know. Just like triangle being like right at the top of the controller just, to me, makes it feel really weird to hold down. Especially when it's like the only button you ever have to really hold. It's like, I want to say actually we do have like a, maybe not a double jump, but like a glide. Now that I think about it. We don't have it right now. Say though, yeah, first impressions are this feels about as penisy as I remember it being. Not entirely sure how you're supposed to dodge that guy's attacks, honestly. Wait. Oh, I guess actually you just wait on them. That makes sense, yeah. And the last nerf token should be in here, right? The N. Yep. How did the frame rate suddenly get worse with that cutscene? You're not even doing anything special there. Right. One thing I do want to check though. What goes up here? Oh, I guess that's to another level? Oh yeah, I can't even get up there, so yeah, we definitely have to get a flight ability later. Glide. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Save and resume. Are they saying there were hostages in that level? I mean, I'm pretty sure that was just the hub world. Oh, okay, it's triangle button. Okay. That's weird. It's very weird. You know, there's one thing from this era I kind of wish we got more of. It would be like games like this that took more inspiration from like Warner Brothers cartoons. Just stylistically. Or I guess more specifically, like the Looney Tunes type of... Yeah. It's like there were a lot of them in this era, for whatever reason. I guess Looney Tunes was just pretty popular in that era. More so than it is now. I don't know, it feels like you don't really see that as much anymore. Like, most 3D platformers of today are just inspired by other 3D platformers, I feel like. I don't know. You don't get as diverse a range of inspirations. This camera is extremely slow, by the way. Cool, dude. Yeah, like, I don't know. A lot of, like... I think my biggest problem with a lot of 3D platforms I see in the indie space nowadays is a lot of them just kind of feel like they don't have any particular idea. They're just inspired by what, you know, what the person that played them before played before. It's not even, like, an interesting idea, like, I don't know, a fucking boomer shooter inspired by Ace Attorney or whatever the fuck. Like, obviously a weird example, but... I don't know. It's just kind of like... I think about how, like... For instance, George Lucas, like, when he was making Star Wars, drew inspiration from a lot of the stuff that he grew up with, like, you know, westerns, stuff like that. And, like, took that and, like, put it in a different context, and out from that came Star Wars. And then, nowadays, basically everyone inspired by Star Wars just makes Star Wars. Like, not even in the entirely literal sense, because obviously, like, that's a common criticism of new Star Wars stuff. A lot of people that make it nowadays could theoretically be making more interesting stuff if they weren't just making Star Wars stuff. Which I don't know if I entirely agree with, because a lot of the people that are just making original stuff inspired by Star Wars are still just making Star Wars, basically. Just not with the name. I'm like, I don't know, I don't really mean to be, like, the annoying person who tells people, like, how they should design their art or whatever. But it's just, like, I don't know, I kind of see it as a waste opportunity, and I'm just not interested in playing an indie game that's just trying to be something that the person who made it played before, personally. Especially since, honestly, in a lot of cases, those games aren't as good as what they're inspired by. So it's just like... I don't know. Like, if you want to make a game that's like this other game you played, but... oh my god. But just not as good. The least you could do, I feel like, would just be to give it its own unique hook to make up for that. Because, like, if all your game is, like, I don't know, Crash Bandicoot again, or, like, Spyro the Dragon again, I don't really feel compelled to play it over Spyro if it is literally just Spyro. Yeah, this game does not feel particularly good to play. It is interesting, but it does not feel particularly great. This glide feels like ass. Kind of reminds me of, like... Honestly, the big thing it reminds me of is, like, the glide from Malice. I like how they just fart all these tokens at you right at the end. So you have a snowball's chance in hell of getting them all. And they don't have to worry about, like, placing them throughout this thing. Yeah, this glide really feels like the glide from Malice. Like, that glide did not feel good in that game. It doesn't feel good here. This does not feel good. Good lord, I'm feeling like I have to baby the camera a lot in this game, and the camera is just too slow for that to feel especially great. Come on, dude. There we go. Oh, it's one of these things. Alright, wait. What's this off to the side? I heard that, like, opening bit of music, and I'm like, this music feels oddly serene for how penisy the rest of this music is. Then it shifted to this, I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds more like PS1 game nobody cares about core. Also, man, this game sure does love these, like, floating block platforms. I feel like that's everything we've seen in this level. Also, why do those barrels sound like they're made of rubber? I feel like all I'm doing in this... Oh wait, those are boulders, okay. Not barrels. I feel like all I'm doing really is bitching about this game. And... I don't know, it doesn't feel good to play. At all. I don't know. There's like something to like about this game at least. I don't know. Actually, it does look pretty nice for the PS1. Stylistically speaking as well. Again, I do really like how, like, this game plays. Not plays, how this game, like, plays into its style and its inspirations. Okay, how do I damage you? Seems like that worked. Is he dead? Guess so. Oh, I guess that's hostages for, like, the whole game. Hmm. Oh, that stock-ass scream sound effect. Oh, he's dead. Oh, Lord, look at this guy. You can kind of barely see him through the bars, but look at this guy, wow. What am I doing here? Wait. Maybe I just... No? What do I do here? I can push these. Guessing one of them, like, opens up a doorway. Guess this one, yeah. Oh. Can't even get to see the hostage, like, run for cover or whatever. Damn. How do I get out now? Oh, I see. What kind of, like, push? Oh, I can push this guy. Do I even need to ask if that's racist? Yeah, I remember when I said this game kind of just has collectibles for the sake of having them. That's kind of what I mean by that. Kind of reminds me of how Crash 2, like, introduced the gems. Not the gems, the crystals to the game for no apparent reason, except it made sense in, like, that game's canon as just a reason for you to be going through these levels anyway. Because, like, unlike in Crash 1, you weren't going through them, like, in sequential order on your way to a overall destination. So they had to, like, think of a way to force you into that. Whereas here, they just kind of have these Narf tokens for no reason. Because you already have those hostages to take care of. It's like, not sure what purpose this serves. Oh, we got another boss fight. Hey. Hey. Oh, that just... Okay, it's sending me to my death. Cool. Well, I've got like 1,000,000 lives anyway. Oh. Okay, I see. Wait, so... Did I have to do that to get in here? Huh. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, that took off a good chunk of my health. And that just killed me. I don't know how I'm supposed to get that to, like, open up without just letting it kill me. Kiss my ass. Okay, it's gonna make us do, like, one more of these, right? Well, I got one of them in there. There we go. That's a very odd obstacle. Oh. Yeah. This camera is, like, genuinely terrible. Wow. That's another, like, really funny thing I like when games do. When enemies just explode when you've, like, taken enough damage off of them. It's a very, like, goofy, extremely video games affect. I don't know. I just like it a lot. Hey. Hey. This does not feel good, though. God. Like, I don't know, I'm saying that a lot. But, like, it does kind of bear repeating. Like, this game has a lot that I think is interesting about it. I think it's fun in some ways. But also, it feels kind of ass to control. That's, like, its big thing holding it back, I think. Come on. Dude. Oh my god, this level just does not end. Well, I guess it did end, actually. Okay, so the game is 5% done, then. So that's 2 out of 32 hostages. Instead, each level is 2 hostages. So that means we're gonna have like 16 levels, roughly. Well, from here on. Oh, boss fight.
Who's back? You won't get away this time. Dennis, get him.
And these guys do not look as good here as they did in the cutscene. Is this our big boss fight? Tiny little pumpkin head dude just kind of runs towards us. Also, his head doesn't even really look like a pumpkin here. Hey. I wonder, how much progress does it save in this fight? Okay, we have to go on the offensive right away. I guess because we... Jesus Christ, that hard cut to losing. It's crazy. Also, damn, he just doesn't get any of his health back when we die. I feel like this game's probably got some very easy boss fights because of that. Excuse me? Oh, can we not hit him anymore? Without him doing whatever that is? Yo, he's dead. Just straight up dead. That's crazy, dude. Alright. I'm gonna save there. It's like a good opportunity to just dabble in this game, see what it's like. For shits and giggles. And not a game I've ever, like, really beaten. I do kind of want to go through it eventually at some point. Yeah. But not right now. Yeah, I think what I just did today is plenty enough for the time being. Maybe someday I'll come back, finish Jersey Devil. Probably on a different file, though. Just because, like, I don't know, it would be very weird to, like, do one video and then, like, years later come back on the same file. Just pretend like nothing happened. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? But yeah. See you next time for whenever I update Sly Cooper.